This is the Cowboy Football Roundup with Oklahoma State head coach Mike Gundy and OSU back in the top 10 after a homecoming rout of Baylor. Coach, you had a bye week prior to this game. How much did that help you? Not so much from the rest standpoint, because that's probably pretty obvious, but in terms of schematically kind of getting a feel for what you need to do moving forward.
We got really quality work on all three phases, and then we were able to rest the players. We didn't get out of our box very much. We worked on fundamental runs, basic pass routes. Defensively, trying to become better on third and medium to third and long in our zone defense. Worked on some pass rush. In the kicking game, worked on our coverage units. So we just felt like we were in a position that we needed a break, but we just needed to stay within our box and not try to do too much.
Okay, a lot of our fans have heard about Homecoming in Hoops, which was an event that led to you and Mason Rudolph removing your shirts, which was very well received, as you might imagine. All right, did you plan that, or was that spontaneous? Tell us the truth.
It was spontaneous. When we were in high school, we used to have pep assemblies every Friday.
Yeah, we used to do that too.
And a month ago, I was thinking, because I didn't know if they had them here at Stillwater at the high school, and I asked Gunner, and he said that they've had a couple of them. And I thought, you know, we always had them every Friday, and we looked forward to that. You'd have dances, you know, and the girls would do skits, and coaches would have fun. Well, we had a coach that would, not our head coach, but an assistant coach that would take his shirt off or do something crazy. And that's been over 30 years, and I remembered that. And I thought, if we ever have a pep assembly, which we do once a year for homecoming, that we need to do something fun. And then I had forgotten about it. When I introduced the players, in Gallagher-Iba, of course, when you introduce Mason, they all go crazy, and a lot of them are college girls, and so it just kind of hit me. I said, hey, Mason, you need to take your shirt off for them. You know, they'll always remember it. You'll have something to remember. You know, Mason's a real squared-away guy, and so, you know, he had the kind of the deer in the headlight look at me like, are you kidding me? And I'm like, no, I'm not kidding you. I said, hey, you know, we only live once. Let's roll with this thing. And I couldn't get him to do it. And I said, hey, if you'll do it, I'll do it. And that instigated him a little bit. Plus, I set it on the PA system, so that kind of backed him in a corner. So then he did it, and I had to do it, and we rolled with it, and we had a lot of fun. Very well received across the country and the world. Somebody said it was on the cover of a Snapchat cover, whatever that is, where it's the top 8 or 10 things going on at one time in the world. And I thought, hey, we hit it big.
I guess you did. So I have two quick follow-ups. Number one, did that high school coach back in your day look nearly as good as you did without the shirt?
Well,
you got to tell the truth on that, too.
I've been very lucky. I have very good genes, but no, he didn't, and that was part of the role that he played. If you get my image, it served its purpose, but no, that was part of the game.
Okay, another one.
Okay,
what'd your wife say?
Well, she said she kind of puked in her mouth a little bit when she heard about it. That I was totally out of control. I said, hey, we're all just having fun. You know, it is what it is. But the players liked it, and I think the crowd liked it. And I know Mason will look back in years, and he'll see that's part of his memory in college football.
We'll look at highlights, fully clothed, when we come back on the Cowboy Football Roundup. The Cowboy Football Roundup with Mike Gundy is brought to you by Bud Light, proud friend of Oklahoma State athletics, famous among friends. By the visitstillwater.org Shop, Dine, and Stay partners. Be sure to shop, dine, and stay in America's friendliest college town. By Mercy Health, your life is our life's work. And by OG&E, power at the speed of life.
Hi, I'm Coach Gundy with Oklahoma State University. With approximately 900 Oklahomans waiting for a life-saving transplant, I encourage everyone across the state to make the important decision to be an organ, eye, and tissue donor. So check your driver's license for the Little Red Heart. If it's not there, visit lifeshareok.org and join the registry today. I have the Little Red Heart. Do you?
Back on the Cowboy Football Roundup with Oklahoma State head coach Mike Gundy as we go to the highlights, kind of a look at the sights and sounds of America's greatest homecoming. Isn't it great?
It's just awesome. That's part of the reason we took our shirts off. They put all their time and effort in and everything they're doing. We can have a little fun with them. So they went down the field and scored early. Quarterback ran the ball in there and fumbled, and ball bounced right to him. As soon as that happened, I thought, well, this is not a good start. They used 7.5 minutes, then they fumbled and they recovered it. He was the only guy even close to it.
Yeah.
But we started off here, had a little bubble screen real quick to number 1, picked up about 18 yards. They were overloading the box for the run, so we flipped it out there. We're moving pretty fast, but then we overthrew a ball and didn't convert on 3rd down. And then we had a punt, went all the way through the end zone. I would have liked to have had that ball down inside the 20, but he masked that one for a long one. Defense came out and got a stop, got right back, made some adjustments on the running game that they had brought into the game, a little bit of a power play. Got pressure on the quarterback, and then Phillips makes a big play there, knocks the ball out of the quarterback's hand, and I think 82 jumped on it. Cole made a nice play there and got the offense back on field. Probably the biggest play in the game right there. Momentum was not going our way at that time.
Yeah, McCleskey just fumbled a punt.
We just fumbled a punt. And so this was a big deal. And offense came out and we were able to get right at it. 5 is rolling there, running the football, picked up 10 yards. So we're going to move fast now and go into some of our passing game. Outcut out there to Aitman, and he's been so good at doing this year. He's used his body and hard to bring down. So now we've got it evened up. We're kind of back in it. And,
suddenly Aitman's got 4 straight 100-yard receiving games, very quietly behind James Washington.
No question. And he's having a great year. I'm really happy for him after coming back from his injury last year. And players celebrating together. They're so excited for each other. I have a lot of unselfish football players. Back at it there, the running game, nice play there by 19. He's starting to come into his own. He's healthy, he's fresh in our opinion, and starting to become a good football player. You know, Dave, a lot like a quarterback and linebacker, you learn to see things over and over and over and you get better at it. Got the ball right back, and Mason's going to go to the air. 3rd and 12, and that's a play we put in for this game. And McCleskey did a good job getting around the outside linebacker, and Mason threw it on time before the free safety right there could get there. Nice play for a touch.
So 25-yard touchdown catch, and the Cowboys are rolling in the first quarter. And then defensively, boy, you see here good speed from Brailford and Whitener helping out.
No doubt. Brailford's been great at that, Whitener, and then Jossie coming up, and now you got him in 2nd and 16, so you're playing into our hands instead of theirs, and that's a big play. Watch him take good angles there. Look at Brailford run. It's a good thing. He's having a really good year.
And finally healthy after battling so many injuries.
Yeah, happy for him. Nice job there by 8. 4 and 8 played better in this game at the corner position. They were defending the ball more than we have previously. He's got to make this catch. As he gets older, we got to make that catch. But I like the improvement that they had made over the week in defending the pass.
You lead the Big 12 in pass defense, actually, in terms of pass efficiency defense.
Right.
And you forced Baylor to settle for a field goal, and that's been an ongoing theme, making teams kick field goals instead of getting touchdowns in the red zone.
We get right back out, and 5 makes a safety miss. Look at the block by Aitman right here.
It's like a 20-yard block.
Yeah, he did. It was awesome. And again, unselfish, 100-yard receiver, but a tremendous blocker. And then 5 makes a good run. Got it blocked up front, make the safety miss, get a big play. It's nice to have running backs that can make you miss, and/or the other one who'll run over you. So that way we don't have to block everybody. Amendola hit the extra point there. He was 8 for 8. Good pressure on the backside. I think Bundage hit the quarterback right here. And you do that enough times, even though the ball gets thrown, you do that enough times and quarterbacks aren't real fired up about setting their feet. We started to really stuff the run, making some plays there in the running game. Nice job by Amon there, young player. 11 and 16, starting to make a few more plays every game.
You're starting to see some of these reserves on both sides slip in and make more contributions.
Well, they're experienced. You know, they're in Game 6 now, and so they're getting a little bit better feel. Mason's going back up top. Nice job there. I'm not sure why they didn't call interference, but regardless, nice job of Aitman going up and using his body and making a catch.
You think his background as a basketball guy helps him?
No question it does, yeah. Nice job by Mason right there, getting it over, running over 2 guys and scoring. He's into that right now. I wish he wouldn't take so many hits, but he's into doing that a lot. I like his attitude. Guys up front, everybody celebrating together, good stuff. Run over 1 and 2 for the touch. There's the ball right there.
It breaks a plane, but not by much.
Nope. but he didn't reach the ball. We asked him to not extend it. He didn't, so I like what he did. There we're fitting it better. Better job there with fitting the run in the C gap. We were not fitting it as well as we needed to in the first drive, but we started to fit it much better. Right there, that's where we have to fit. And nice job by 45. Nice job by 3 there, and also 79. Got him in a long yardage situation, and look at Bundage. Nice play. He's going to run for probably 8 or 10 more yards, and he ran him down, laid out. We asked him to dive, not reach. That's what he did. Nice play. He's coming in. He's getting a little better each week, Calvin.
And he has a lot of natural ability,
yes,
it seems.
Does. Yeah, he can run and tackle. So it's good to watch him have a little bit of fun. So we're in back out there, 1st and 10, going up top again, and nice throw, nice catch, and good job by James controlling the ball there at the end, and then going to run it in there. Nice job by 27 powering in there. Good job blocking up front. So that was good right before half. And what you do is you take momentum into halftime. You know, you extended it out pretty good now. Chances are if you score just one more touchdown in the second half, it's going to be hard for them to score 4 and momentum.
We'll take a look at highlights of the second half when we come back. J.D. King getting into the end zone for the first time since the opener. And we'll have the second half highlights when we come back. We're back on the Cowboy Football Roundup with Oklahoma State head coach Mike Gundy as we move to the second half highlights. And you see a field goal attempt here by Baylor. And one thing that's worth noting, your team now defensively tied for second in the nation in terms of fewest plays allowed by the opponents of 30 yards or more. You're not giving up big plays.
Well, that's been an improvement for us. A nice job right there with Mason on the pressure, laying the ball up and letting McCleskey convert. And they held us. Amendola comes in and drills it right down the middle. Looked really good, looked really comfortable on his follow through there. As I said earlier, he was 8 for 8 on PATs. Nice job on the 41-yard field goal. And then we were better in kick coverage. I think we're going to get 35 flying over the top right there.
Yes.
Chance Cook, great job of accelerating through the seam and making a big play, getting the crowd into the game, and good coverage by those guys. Take pride in that. That'll be a big challenge this next game. Really good returners at Texas. So then good defense, good defense right there. Number 7 on the inside post in the back of the end zone. I think we forced another field goal after that, which is good.
You see Connor Martin knocking through the 29-yard field goal, but you're well in command here and just bend but don't break, if you will. And then offensively, well, there were a lot of big plays.
Well, and then we I'll throw it deep again, and they dropped off, and Mason did a great job of dropping the ball down to number 5, and so now it's 2nd down and 2, and then he hits 8 or 28 on the end cut, and then he's gone. It's what he does best. I don't know what his run after the catch is, but it's got to be a lot.
He's averaging 26 yards a catch, which is insane. More than 20 for his career. That's crazy.
Yeah, it's real crazy. His ability to do that right there is really special. So, special player, a lot of fun. Everybody needs to realize the time that we have with him and not overlook it, because you're not going to see many guys like that in the future. He's really special.
More pressure on the quarterback here from Chad Whitener, and Baylor only threw for 127 yards, and that's one of the reasons why.
Yeah, a lot of pressure. And here goes 27, the freshman. I like this. His yards after contact's really good. He's growing, developing more every day, and we're back at it. Nice job there with Mason to 15 there on the stop route, and got a little man coverage here, and we'll let 28 outrun you to the end zone. So that's it really for the ones at the start of the 4th quarter. I think it was 4 minutes and 55 seconds left, and we took everybody out. Defense is out there, and we let them have one more series here, I believe, and we're getting a really good play here. Again, nice job there by 82. Got him in 3rd and 10 again, getting pressure, and they throw the ball right to Jossie. Did a great job of expanding on the curl route, and nice job of ball security after the interception. They tried to rip it out, and he had 2 hands on it. So it's really good for those guys to make those plays, and did a nice job using his hands. But see the ball security, really good for a defense player. Now watch him put 2 hands on it. Those are things we talk about in practice all the time.
Go to the fullback mode, if you will. And speaking of running, here's Taylor Cornelius
watch
going
the
for
right
40
tackle here. Watch the right big guy blocking his guy down right there. Walter Reed, a walk-on, and got in there and made a big play. We watched it yesterday as a team, number 57 on the right of the screen watching. How about that for a finish? And he got up and was chasing Corn Dog with the number 1 sign in his hand. It was awesome.
Wow.
To see young men like that get an opportunity and then make plays is awesome. So we've got some young guys, down the line guys out there playing now, getting a little bit of experience, and we get another pick.
That's Tabo Maniki, who actually played quite a bit and started at South Alabama.
Yeah, Tabo's getting quite a bit of play, but so it was good for him to probably his first, right?
Yes, it was.
Yeah, probably it was good for him. But good game for us. Guys got going. Defense started to play with a little bit of an edge, and we're obviously able to get the ball up in the air a lot. So it was a good day for us.
A 59-16 victory for Oklahoma State, and more coming up on the Cowboy Football Roundup after these messages.
Hey OSU fans, Allison Gaba here with James Washington after the Cowboys' huge win over Baylor on homecoming, 59-16. What was this win like today?
It was a lot of fun. I feel like it was a good confidence game for us. You know, the coaches and giving them confidence with their play calls, and not only that, just receivers and everyone as well.
747 total yards on offense. You had 235 receiving yards, a huge touchdown that you and Mason connected on. But there's so many guys involved on this offense. How much of it is that an advantage for you guys?
It's a big advantage. You know, it all starts with the offensive line, and from there it's Mason and running backs to us. And, you know, when we're all clicking on all cylinders, things like that are vulnerable to happen.
The defense is doing a lot of good things today. What do you see from that side of the ball?
I saw guys coming out playing with fire. You know, Jay Field, Ramon, Slim, everyone. I mean, just played out and with vengeance. I mean, they were flying around and guys having fun, and that's really what we look forward to seeing.
How do you guys take this momentum in the rest of the season?
We got to take it and enjoy it. But once next week starts, I mean, it's back in the books and studying for next week.
All right, thanks so much, James.
Thank you.
Students get fired up to win Oklahoma Blood Institute's Bedlam Blood Battle October 30th through November 3rd at the Student Union in KD Plaza, sponsored by the Student Alumni Board. Help the Cowboys win the Bedlam Blood Battle. Text OBI, the number 4, OSU, to 59925 for Bedlam Blood Battle updates and your chance to win an OSU Yeti Cooler. Back to wrap things up on the Cowboy Football Roundup, and next up, at Texas. Boy, the beginning of what fans are calling the gauntlet. At Texas, at West Virginia, home for Oklahoma.
Yeah, we need a great week of practice. Arguably the most athletic team in our league from top to bottom. Getting good quarterback play. They've got a young kid playing there that they like for him to rush the ball, and he throws it very well. Physical up front on defense, good skill players on both sides of the ball. So we'll need a great week of practice. But our guys will be excited about playing in the game. They know most of the players on Texas's team from their relationships with them in high school and 7-on-7s in the summer and such. So it'll be a lot of fun. Looking forward to a great week of preparation, and got 11 a.m. kickoff. So we got to get a chance to get up and eat pregame meal and go play.
For Coach Gundy and Allison Gappa, I'm Dave Hunziker. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next week on the Cowboy Football Roundup. The Cowboy Football Roundup with Mike Gundy is brought to you by Bud Light, proud friend of Oklahoma State athletics, famous among friends. By the visitstillwater.org Shop, Dine, and Stay partners. Be sure to shop, dine, and stay in America's friendliest college town. By Mercy Health, your life is our life's work. And by OG&E, power at the speed of life.